We're not.
Yeah, that's. Yes, sir.
I'm getting it back. Well, no, I'm not gonna take, well, kind of.
What's happening?
I was showing a deputy tower. That's an original.
Mr. Needs on the big house.
It probably will be soon. Hey, Mo.
You can add home for 5 weeks.
I'm taking it home. It's going with all the other ones.
It still pertains to.
Yeah.
They declare that it's scrap,
Yes. It's crap.
just asking.
Yes. Later, it's on the, later on the agenda.
Call the meeting to order. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Is there a motion for this evening's agenda?
So move. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Thank you. Move on to public comment. Please provide your name, address, limit your comments to 3 minutes or less. Buddy. I love you.
Good evening. I just wanted to be here to thank you all for what you've done in service to the town of Mendon. Some of you have been here for multiple terms, some for 4-year terms and some for 2-year terms, some returning, some not. So just want to take the opportunity to thank you for your public service, the time you've put in and the things that you have accomplished for the town of Mendon. Appreciate your service.
Thanks, Muffin.
Anyone else? Okay. Move on to communications. Michelle?
I have a lot going on. I did get my warrant to start receiving taxes on Friday, so that was received in the office today. Get that posted, and I'll do my legal. And that's all I have right now.
Thank you. Mr. Voorhees?
Well, the highway employees attended a CPR training course, community center on December 15th. And that was paid for through a permit grant. We also installed another 800-foot snow fence on Route 64. It's been a bad spot south of Smith Road. And for 3-4 years, the farmer hasn't let us put snow fence up there. There's been numerous accidents and we finally convinced them to let us do it. So it's helped there tremendously.
Sure, your personal relationship with the farmer contributed.
Maybe. And as of today, we've done 25 salt and plow runs. Wow. And we're not even through December yet. And we ordered another 500 tons of salt today.
Looks like it's gonna be one of those winters.
Yep.
Brian, you don't have anything?
I could just briefly, just as the year's ending, I just wanted to thank the board, administration, department heads for the opportunity this past year to provide legal counsel to the town. It's a great town. I just want to say thank you for that and hope everyone has happy holidays.
Thanks, Brian. Appreciate your service. You've been great to work with. Town engineer, Mr. Freiberger.
Good evening. I have a comment as well as what Ryan just said. It's been a pleasure serving you guys. Worked on a number of items this past year, trying to get approval of permits through the DOT, which has taken longer than anticipated on all fronts. Projects which included retaining walls on Victor Mendon Road, Assembly Drive, crosswalk, we just got that. And the bond, Mile Square Road sidewalks, been working with you. Stony Lonesome, we're here to discuss too, the closure of that tonight with the secret determination. Next steps forward. Then the sidewalk project, Dresbach Splash Park, soccer fields, well as the grant applications and assisting the funding.
Hey, any questions from anybody? We got something from, regarding the, records retention grant today.
Oh, yeah, we got the approval, and they'll send 50% of it in the next 4 weeks.
Great.
Yep, so that came through today.
All I have, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
That's good news. Let's see, town board, Brent.
There was a planning board meeting December 17th. I was under the weather. Kim covered me. I thank you for that. And that is all that I have.
Kim,
On December 11th, I had the opportunity to ride along with a town employee during his early morning snowplow run. I have a new understanding and appreciation for all the highway employees and what they do to keep our roads safe. And I want to thank the highway superintendent for authorizing the ride along and for Scott to sharing his experience and putting up with all of my questions. On December 11th, the ZBA meeting was canceled. On Saturday, December 13th, I, along with Councilman Rosick, handed out hot chocolate and cookies at the Honeyett Falls Firemen's Parade, which was well attended, and we ran out of things before the end of the parade. And then I did cover Brent at the planning board meeting on December 17th. There is a 2-lot subdivision and site plan for the property located at 1495 West Bloomfield Road that consists of 10.37 acres. Field testing indicated that the proposed septic location contains some of the best drained soils for the property, and the applicants did confirm that they have moved the location of their house to the northwest as requested at the previous planning board meeting. There was an extensive discussion regarding the EPOD 4 and potential landscaping restrictions. So the board determined that they needed more specific information and would address the precise plotting of EPOD 4 boundaries, a formal landscaping plan that addresses the EPOD 4 requirements, and clarification on how the 500-foot radius and 60-degree viewing angle, which would affect both lots, protecting the vista in the future. So this public hearing has been left open until January 7th. There was a lot there.
yeah. Interesting piece of property,
Yeah.
Jim?
Yeah, there was no ECB or HPC meeting since our last town board meeting. American Legion did have their Christmas party a couple weeks ago, and also participated in the Honeyett Falls Fire Department Christmas Parade. We got to lead that again, so that was good and a good exposure publicly for us. So, and I also wanted to say too, as we're all getting sappy, thank this board for giving me the opportunity to join you this year. It definitely, I mean, there's been a lot to it, but it's been mostly fun and I've enjoyed it. And I know it's weird, huh, Tom? And I've worked with a lot of town board members, a lot of supervisors over the years, and these guys up here are some of the good ones, very dedicated and care about the town and have actually taken their job seriously and done a really good job. So I appreciate you guys letting me be part of that for a little bit and giving me a little bit different perspective on how the town works. So thank you.
So Jim, you've had a lot of different perspectives on the town of Mendon. And what, maybe you have the exact date, but you've been a employee, board member, elected official since when? I'm putting you on the spot.
I started full-time with the town, although I'd worked for June a little bit for a couple months. June 29th, 1992.
1992. It's a stretch to be proud of.
Pretty good run. Thank you.
I think so.
No? Enjoyed 99.9%.
Relate to that. Couple of things. This latest storm that I've been on 2 calls with National Grid and RG&E. There, as of 6 p.m., there were 68 residents who are customers of RG&E do not, excuse me, kind of fighting something here, do not have power, mostly around the Mendon Center area. But there was not a restoration time available when I was on at 6 o'clock. There's nobody from National Grid, but if you look at the National Grid map, most of the outages are north and west of us. So I think there is going to be another call tomorrow with National Grid. I'm not sure about RG, but I'll check the RG&E one again after the meeting. But in the past we've had this. We've opened up the community center as a warming center, and 68 is a fair number of our residents, and it's that same group between Clover and Mendon Center that gets knocked out all the time. It's not a new thing. Let's see. As I mentioned at the last meeting, that I was paying the bonds on the library and the various water districts. That has occurred since last meeting, and I did attend the menorah lighting over here at the Village Vest Pocket Park. And I want to thank the Monroe County Sheriff's Department and the New York State Police for providing security. It's ridiculous that has to happen, but I know I was proponent and contacted the mayor prior to this event because I was genuinely concerned, and it went off without any problems. We'll move on to Supervisor's monthly report.
I'll make a motion to acknowledge receipt of the supervisor's monthly report for November 2025.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? In the budget versus actuals, and what you have, of course, doesn't include tonight, but when I was cruising through there and looking at the totals, I was actually quite amazed that we're as close, very close to where we budgeted for throughout the year. And obviously when the revenue is shown in these things, it does not include any fund balance that we had planned on using. So I would anticipate that the amount of fund balance that we're using, that we had thought we were going to use for the 2025 budget, will be minimal, if any, going forward, which is always good news. You always want to, budget for the worst and hope for the best. And I think we came out pretty darn good in that regard. So I compliment all employees, department heads, the town board on being fiscally responsive. Did we vote?
No.
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Thank you. Minutes?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes of the regular meeting held on December 8th, 2025 as presented.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Good. Budget adjustments.
Motion to approve the following budget adjustments as listed in our agenda.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? Couple of these, medical insurance is the premium that's due 1/1. Not knowing exactly when the next abstract will be produced, vouchers. I wanted to make sure that we paid that because we don't want the employees getting a letter saying their health insurance is canceled. Any other discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Thank you. Vouchers.
Make a motion to approve all claims on voucher number 25-650 to 25-682 on general abstract 25-12C in the amount of $50,064.01.
I will second that.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Thank you. Highway abstract.
Make a motion to approve all claims on vouchers number 25-381 to 25-404 on highway abstract 25-12, the amount of $47,682.16.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed?
So I'd like to make note that the library's vouchers on library abstract 25-12C in the amount of $10,630.03 was presented for payment to the town board. Presented to the town board.
Thank you. At this point, we're going to continue the public hearing on the possible closure of Stony Lonesome Road. If anyone would like to speak at the public hearing, as I said, this started at the last meeting. It was left open, so your remarks can be entered into the record tonight. And if the board chooses, I would imagine the public hearing will be closed. So if anyone would like to speak. Is there a motion to close the public hearing?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Thank you. Next is a public hearing on the short-term rental renewal. I'm opening the public hearing at 7:14 PM. This is regarding the short-term rental at 3880 Rush Mendon Road. Once again, if you'd please provide your name, address for the public. Is there a motion to close tonight's public hearing?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Thank you. Stony Lonesome Road closure, seeker and closure.
I will make a motion to declare or to provide a negative declaration for the Stony Lonesome Stony Lonesome Road closure. Considering Tom Mendon has held a public hearing and will consider New York State DEC, DOT, and Army Corps of Engineers standards and will coordinate with Onion Falls Central School District and emergency services to mitigate any environmental impacts. Sure.
I'll second.
Any other discussion?
I think it might be helpful, Tom Bromberger, we kind of discussed this before. Been going through this for, I think, February, when we met with DOT and talked about this process. And they provided it's not a traffic study. They don't do reports. It's an analysis. And they do analysis. And they determined that all of the 90% of the accidents were caused by people going through the intersection straight through. And we started this process and we've been going through it for 10 months. And this is just one step. This is just the seeker. We are just perching this up to even begin the discussion of the closure to finish the permit process.
That's correct, Brian. So the next steps of the process are, once we have the seeker determination, the New York State DOT can complete their final review of that. There's been a bunch of back and forth. Originally, it was more of they were going to help with the project, more of a collaboration, to more of Town of Mendon, you handle all of the project. The road closure is something that they came up with and decided was a good feature, something that the town could easily do. The other side is Monroe County, and then it's a state road. So they have done some recent clearing, which should help improve the situation. But as Brent mentioned, majority of the crossings, whether it's east-west or west-to-east, are where the traffic issues have been. Next step in this process is DEC signed off on the permit. We can either proceed with this project in one of four ways. Not proceed is always still an option. The second option would be proceeding with public bid. We send this out, prior bid documents for contractors to bid on it. Third process would be using Monroe County procurement funds. They already have sourced out different vendors who do this type of work. You could use one of them through the Monroe County purchasing. The fourth option would be have a combination of maybe some of the items the highway DPW cannot accommodate. Maybe the trail, having that either getting 3 quotes and pricing that out, and the highway doing the remaining portion of it. We've preliminary put together a price, which I provided to you guys. That price is around 97,000 for basically a bidding of the project. We feel that it could probably be significantly less if the highway DPW did it. Majority of that is really pavement areas, how much you want to do or not do, how much pavement you'd like to cut back and restore as green space, then the guide rail. So, DOT definitely added to the project through their review process, making sure that everything had state numbers and updates and basically updating their system. That's very vital. But as mentioned, we're in this next phase of how the town wants to proceed. It'll probably be another month or so of getting the actual permit drawings and documents from the DOT. Once we have them, they'll want to know who the contractor is before they actually issue the official permit. So when we put on that line, it's really a discussion that the town needs to have. Is it going to be town highway department, or is it going to be a contractor?
Thank you. Any other questions, concerns?
I just want to also mention that the DOT hesitated to say that they could take care of this safety concern in 5 years. They
Yes.
didn't want to commit that it could be done in 5 years. So that is why the town acted to follow through with what their recommendation was, to shut down this section of the road because we could get it done faster. Now it's going to be a year, 18 months before it's done. That's a lot faster than 5. That's all I have to say.
And I will say that it was brought to my attention that it was felt by some individuals, no traffic studies or anything like that, that a lot of this GPS has contributed to these accidents of showing people the fastest way to get from point A to point B, when there really isn't normally that much crossover traffic at that. I mean, that intersection outside of the railroad bridge going out, which definitely slowed a lot of traffic, which probably has been out for 30 or 40 years. That's a straight shot once you come around that corner. And we've never had this kind of accidents there. I mean, yeah, it's one of many intersections, trouble intersections in town, but just in the last couple of years, it's been crazy. I don't know how many times the DOT's come out to fix that guardrail.
Over 52 times. That area. The frequency is increasing.
Definitely. All right. You need to vote.
Yep.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Thank you. Next is the short-term rental approval.
I'll make a motion to approve the following pursuant to section 208-12D of the Mendon Town Code, the renewal of the short-term rental at 3880 Rush Mendon Road is hereby approved.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? I would just compliment the owner, Ms. Howlick. Was been excellent to work with and has worked with the town to have an extremely successful business there, and appreciate all the work that she put into it, because it's been a nice addition to the family. Next is number 14, public comment. I was missing a page from that. It's shorter than usual. Anybody for public comment? Danny?
On the road closure, just to make sure I heard this right, you approved a negative declaration seeker, you did not approve actually closing the road, that's a future at some.
Correct.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
I have something.
Sure.
Tonight marks the last town board meeting for Brent, Jim, and John. And on behalf of the town, I want to thank each of you for your service and your commitment to this community. Brent, before joining the town board, you served on the planning board, and that experience combined with your engineering background has saved the town money and time time again. Your practical approach and attention to detail has been truly benefited our residents. Jim, even after retiring from your role as town clerk, you never stopped supporting this board or the town. When a vacancy opened up, you stepped up without hesitation, and your experience made an immediate difference. We're grateful for your steady presence and your continued dedication. And John, there are many things that we could comment on, but your work on the town budget has put us on a solid financial footing. You've helped turn things around and are leaving us in a strong position for years ahead, and that impact will be felt long after tonight. So we do have a small token of appreciation for each of you, just a simple way to say thank you for all you've done. Your leadership, your time, and your heart have made a real difference in Mendon, and we wish you all the very best as you move on to your next chapter.
They're not your cookies, are they?
Thanks.
It sounds like cookies.
All right, that's good, because I want to start dieting in a couple of days.
So it's just a certificate of appreciation and then a little cutting board that was made by a HFL student.
Thanks.
It may not be lemon cookies, but it's lemon bread.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Very, it's very kind.
I'd just like to say one thing, is that when I came here, I was really lucky to walk in with Jim Mirsky as being the town clerk, Tom Voorhees being the code enforcement and building inspector, and of course, Mary Fletcher. I'm not even gonna say what she did because I don't want to keep everybody here too long. But when I came in pretty darn green, I had those people and other people outside of there, like Muffy Meisensaw, like Jeff Adair, who was our county legislator, who were immensely helpful to me going forward throughout all kinds of trials and tribulations. And I think, and I also want to thank all the employees, because really, we've seen when things don't go good, and we also know when things go good, and things are going good now, and there's a reason for that. And so many of the guys at the highway department, so many of the people at town hall are all pulling in the same direction, and it's wonderful to see. Makes me feel good walking away saying, hey, the ship has been righted and we're headed in a good direction here. And definitely this town board has helped right that ship. And I appreciate all of your efforts in that regard. Thank you.
Yep.
Is there a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 7:26.
That's a record.
John, for
Well, thank you.
It's very good. I didn't have anything to do.